I actually did go to a BDSM club once, and it was the most horrific experience ever. I just ended up hanging out by the buffet the entire night. I'm eating chicken, and then I look to my left, somebody's getting a by the chicken.
What do you think talking honestly on a first date can do?
I think it just gets rid of all like the doesn't it?
I'm generally quite like honest, so this really works for me actually.
Who would you want to walk through the door today?
The love of my life, obviously. I would describe myself as kinky. Like, I'm pretty wild, so they have to be like cool with that. Hey, I'm Maria.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
We can go for a hug if you want. Go for a hug.
I am actually a hugger.
Oh, fantastic. There you go. Cool. Nice. I love your tattoos, by the way.
Thank you.
They're cool.
Thank you. The burning question. Are you a Tory?
Oh. Da, da, da. No.
Yay.
No, but I'm not Labour either.
Okay.
There was a brief period of time where I did go both ways. So when I was younger, I was very much Liberal. And then there was a time which is where I did kind of go more onto like that right-wing kind of side.
Okay.
And I just like...
Well, how did that happen?
Mostly to do with like the pandemic, I think. Because I used to be the same. I used to be like, oh no, these guys are like horrible and you know. But when you actually speak to them, it's more just about having less like government interference. The far left is just as problematic as the far right, and the far right is just as problematic as the far left. I want everybody to like, you know, just...
Let's just all make love.
Let's just all make love.
Like the 60s and the 70s.
Exactly. I am like, you know,
Peace, love, unity.
Exactly, yeah, exactly. I can tell by your outfit you've already started. So, you know, what about yourself?
Well, like that would be a deal breaker for me if someone was a Tory. I just don't agree with their policies. I don't agree with inequality. And I mean, my whole philosophy is kind of like people need to get back to the roots. They need to get back to, yes, I'm a hippie. They need to get back to like small communities, people helping each other out. I don't believe in politics either. I think that it's just a way of like dividing people and a way to like essentially create tension between people. And
yeah, I agree with you on that.
I mean, and it all kind of like stemmed from the monarchy. I'm not going to get into a rant, but yeah, I hate the UK anyway. So yeah,
guys, we need to get you on Radio 4 program.
Yeah.
How many guys have you slept with?
Oh, okay. Actually, really not that many.
Okay.
How many do you think I've slept?
Oh my God. I think I'm going to say a good, maybe like under 10, under 15.
Well, yeah, close. I've slept with like 19 guys.
19 guys,
yeah.
There you go.
Well, guys and girls, because I'm bi.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
Did you write that down, or like, do you actually have like a number?
I did at one point want to start keeping score, so I did. I mean, but how many people have you slept with?
Too many.
Really?
Yeah, I know. Shock to me as well. I've actually lost track.
Wow.
But I know it's shocking for me. It's
at
shocking.
University.
It's shocking. In my younger days. And there was definitely a point which is where I was like, yeah, I want like huge numbers, you know. I want to be like the alpha male guy. I want to like have like 100 girls. But then I don't know, I'm like in the past couple of like years, it's kind of like, this is just totally meaningless, and I kind of feel a bit hollow from like doing all of this and doing that. Man, I don't feel too good. Well,
I'm quite spiritual and I believe in like energy transference and like when you basically sleep with someone, you're kind of taking on their energy, and if the interaction is very much like empty and devoid of like feeling or emotion, you will feel empty afterwards. You'll feel like something's been taken from you. I
mean, like, I'm not a spiritual person, by the way, at all.
Okay, yeah.
But I do think that there is like some like truth to that. Having sex with like large volumes of people will have a psychological effect on you. Like, it 100% will.
My next question was, are you kinky or vanilla?
Vanilla. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like pasty skin vanilla.
Yeah.
I feel like probably. I feel probably in between.
In between, okay,
I
yeah.
don't know. I mean, like, if I like a bit of, like, I guess, rough play. Masks freak me out. Like,
Masks?
Anything like masks.
Okay.
Yeah, like gimps and stuff.
BDSM.
I actually did go to a BDSM club
Good.
once, and it was the most horrific experience
Aww.
ever. No one wanted to me.
Oh.
So no one wanted to me, and I just ended up walking around while everyone's having sex. I'm walking around in the tightest trousers I've ever had in my entire life.
Yeah,
right?
was it like PVC? Or
Yeah. And then I just ended up hanging out by the buffet the entire night.
Oh,
and then I
bless
looked
you.
well, yeah, you say that. I'm eating chicken, and then I look to my left, somebody's getting a by the chicken. And I'm just like, well, no. So that now, okay, so the buffet's off the table, sex is off the table. I think I just went home.
Oh, okay. So you had a bad experience.
Bad experience.
Sad times.
But yeah. What about yourself? Are you?
Yeah, like I like to kind of like dip my toes and all of that. I think it's really exciting, and I find it like a break from like the everyday mundane life. I think that like kinks are something to be explored within people. I mean, like, you know, Freud, you've heard about like everything he said and like how it works.
Freud?
Sigmund Freud?
Freud?
Freud, oh god, yeah, no, Sigmund Freud, sorry.
He may be a fraud, but like...
Well, he was like, he would talk about like our subconscious desires and like why people are like attracted to certain things.
Yeah.
And I think it's interesting, like, I like being quite dominant.
You like being dominant?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like, it's fun. It's, you know, mixes it up a little bit. When you just have vanilla sex, it's just so boring. Kinks are just a way to explore. It doesn't have to be, you can be kinky but without being like going to a sex club like you did,
100%,
you know,
yeah, of course,
which I think is good.
Yeah.
Just like, you know, spice things up a bit. You got to keep it interesting.
Yeah,
right?
I know, of course. You've always got to keep it interesting and stuff.
Yeah.
How much porn do you watch?
How much porn do I watch?
Yeah.
I actually don't watch that much.
Okay.
Like, I'm very much a do it in person kind of thing.
Yeah.
If I'm feeling horny, I am not really gonna go to sites. Like, I feel like porn can be quite addictive, so it's best to just like, you know, self-pleasure and do things that are like is real, because a lot of it is quite forced. Do you watch a lot of porn?
A bit, sadly.
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know as a girl, but I think like as a guy you are introduced to sex very early on.
Yeah.
Like these days. I had friends that would take the piss out of me because I didn't know what a butt plug was, stuff like that.
Yeah.
At the age of like 14, 15. And then of course I'm just like, oh no, I don't want to seem stupid, I'm gonna go research what a butt plug is.
A lot of guys have said this to me.
Yeah.
Like they felt like peer pressured into it almost.
Yeah. I think it's all like kind of like a need to grow up really, really quickly. So I think that's where it comes from. But again, not very happy with how much porn I watch.
Oh, okay. Okay, cool, this is gonna expose me. This is like similar to what we're talking about, but would you be with someone who has an OnlyFans?
I don't think so.
Really? Okay.
Sadly, I don't think so. I kind of like, you know, I don't really want other guys like staring at like my girl or like wanking off or like it's like a private thing for me.
So would you say that you wouldn't be open to explore like polyamory or like
no
those types of relationships?
No.
But don't you think that like people, like humans, are like just naturally attracted to other people, and why should they just have to be with like one person for the rest of their life? Like, is that realistic?
I've known people to go into polyamorous relationships and stuff, and my experience, by what I've seen, it's never worked out. There's always at least one person that is just so not happy.
Yeah.
Are you an OnlyFans?
I do have OnlyFans, yes.
Yeah? Okay.
And there is a liberation in expressing yourself and being who you want to be and doing what you want to do. And then it kind of goes back in with polyamory, and like, I want the freedom to be able to express myself and the freedom to be able to do what I want.
If I'm honest, I think polyamory is like the easy option, right?
Okay.
I think it's a lot harder to go, okay, like I'm attracted to this person, but I care for this person and I don't want to disappoint this person. I want to show my loyalty to this person. It's about putting the other person before yourself. Will this date end in sex?
Blushing. No.
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's fine.
No.
Obviously, yeah.
Okay.
I think the only reason I asked that question was because when I'm on a date or a guy's on a date, the thing that I'm definitely thinking is like, is this date gonna end in sex? It's a horrible thought, totally shallow. I hate the fact that I think it, but it is the thought that creeps into my mind.
Would you like to go on another date?
I think you're an interesting person, but you are not my type, sadly.
That's
and
fair.
you seem like a lovely person.
Oh, thank you.
But unfortunately, I don't think that I would go on another date with you.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fine. That's fine. You sound like everyone I've ever loved. No, I'm joking. No, I'm only joking. I would say the same.
Oh, okay.
But I think you're lovely. I really do.
Oh, thank you. He seemed like a nice guy. I wasn't like attracted to him, to put it bluntly.
I thought she was really sweet, actually. I didn't agree with her, but I thought she was really sweet.
I think he's the kind of guy that is like just thinking about, like, I mean, he even admitted, he was like, yeah, so when are we gonna have sex, like on the day? And fair enough to him, this is, you know, like about honesty, but it's just like, okay, so that's really what you're thinking about?
So definitely no date 2.
No. No.
For some guys, they have to nut to see if they really like the girl.
Right.
So sometimes after sex, they might be like, "This didn't feel right,"
Okay.
and like we feel bad because we don't want to like make you feel used.
Yeah. Okay. So you answered about some guys, but what about you?